Happy New Year's, runners. It's Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Wow. Where has the year 2019 gone? It blows my mind how quickly the year really flies by. Um, I guess when the holidays start to roll around, you know the year is coming to a close, and when Christmas comes by, yeah, it's pretty much brand new year. So today I will be recapping uh, the run that I did this morning for New Year's, and just yeah, taking you through how it went and maybe some expectations here in the new year, which I don't really have any big goals yet. I'm not really much of a New Year's resolution kind of guy. I used to be. I used to set resolution goals every year, and it all centered around health and trying to be healthier and lose weight when I was heavier. But for a while, my resolutions are more of a daily thing rather than just trying to stick to a goal that is not realistic for many people. We tend to make resolutions at the beginning of the year. We're gonna eat better, lose weight, exercise, whatever the case may be, and we adhere to that for maybe a few weeks or a month, and most of us fall off the wagon. So I just thought years ago that might as well go ahead and just be as healthy as possible on a regular basis. So I guess let's get to it. So this morning, um, I did sleep in. Well, when I say sleep in, that's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. We went to bed early. We didn't really do much for New Year's Eve. We usually stick to our schedule. In bed early, 8:30. Woke up around midnight. We heard fireworks and people, yelling in the streets in the backyard, celebrating New Year's. Um, that was fine and all. I went back to bed and then woke up, and it was about 40, 38 degrees, somewhere around there. By the time I headed out, um, my wife Carrie ran from home, and she was going to meet me over at there's a local running store called Soul Sports in Tempe, which is only about 5, 6 miles from our house. And she was running 13. I was only doing 5, which ended up being 5.5. So I parked at the running shop and ran out on the road, ran out on the paved canal, which is a really nice canal system that they have in Tempe. And I saw her right around my 2.5, almost 3 mile mark. So I saw her for a little bit, turned around, came back, and got a half mile more to make it 5.5. I had some new shorts that I got at Target, C9s, which I don't know if any of you out there wear C9s or ever heard of it. It's a brand of Champion that's sold at Target. Listen, I am not one of these runners who sticks with one particular brand for clothing. I like to mix it up. I like the good deals, I'll admit, and there's a lot out there to be found. But I really enjoy Target's brand of C9s. It's just comfortable. Some similarities with Nike, but the price tag is like a third less. So I had some new shorts, and then actually this shirt that I did not run in, that I also got. It's a C9. See the little logo there. It's a nice running shirt and just casual wear, but the shorts fit fine. And also I had a dark gray long sleeve that I wore with a pullover, and the long sleeve was also C9 by and I got at Target. So Everything fit good, which was great. I felt pretty good. I've been having a little bit of aches in my left calf, and today I could feel a little bit, but not bad. We had the R8 roller, which is kind of looks like rollerblade wheels um, that you can use to basically roll any area of your body pretty much when you have some soreness or tightness there. And so did that. My pace was 9:12. I'm looking at it here on the screen. Um, Felt pretty good overall. My cadence average is 170, which I know is low for um, being efficient. Want to be closer to 180, but when you look back at last year's run and even a few months ago, I was right around 165 to 166. So definitely an improvement. Looking at last year's run, this year I did 5.5 miles, 9:12. Temperature about close to 40 degrees. I think it's the phone said 38, but I think we thought it was closer to 40. Crisp, a little dense fog out there. Last year, it looks like I ran at 8:24 a.m. This year was like 7:30. So last year was an hour later, and the temperature said 47, so mid 40s. So definitely cooler this year. And I ran 3.5 miles, so it was a really light day. 9:08 pace, and then my average cadence was 165. So a year ago, I was averaging 165 for my cadence, and this year I'm about 170. So a step in the right direction, but definitely some improvement from a year ago, and there's definitely more room to improve. So looking forward to it. As I mentioned, it's a new year, and as far as my goals are concerned, right now, the one big race I guess we have lined up is the Atlanta Half Marathon. And as I've mentioned before, we're doing that to watch the Olympic Trials Marathon, which is the day before, where all the athletes who've qualified for the Olympic Trials Marathon are competing for a spot on the 2020 U.S. Olympic team for the marathon. It's just an exciting time. We went out to Houston in 2012 and watched the runners there, and talk about getting pumped up and inspired to run your race the next day. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. So that's the kind of the big race right now. That's the first part of February. After that, not really sure. I do have a couple of small races. Actually, I've got one in February, the first weekend. It's the Runner's Den pancake race. And as the name implies, there are pancakes after the race. It's a 5K, a 10K, or like my wife likes to do, the double stack, appropriately named because of pancakes. The double stack consists of a 5K race and a 10K race. The 10K race is run first, and then after about an hour or so, the 5K race is held. She has won, I believe, the last 3 years in a row, and 4 out of the last 5. So yeah, it's pretty cool to go out there. And then of course there's pancakes and like sausage links or whatnot. Just a really good time. Last year I believe it had rained a little bit, especially before the race. It was a little bit cool, but not too bad. So looking forward to that. As far as what we have lined up for the spring and summer, not really sure yet. I usually do 1 or 2 half marathons a year, and obviously sprinkle in other races. Most of my other races are 5Ks and then 10Ks. But I am doing the Runner's Den Pancake Race. I don't know if I said 5K. If I did, I meant 10K that I am racing in come the next month or so. And then we'll figure out, what our out of town races are. We usually like to do a couple a year. Summertime here in the Valley in Phoenix, there's usually actually several 5K races put on by a couple of different running groups. And so we usually do that. There's a nice one on 4th of July. That's a 4-mile race. And then there's a barbecue afterwards and a couple others that we participate in. So not sure really what race we're targeting, but definitely we'll mention that once we kind of figure it out. But that's pretty much it. I hope everyone is enjoying their New Year's and love to know how you started off 2020. Did you go out for a run? Did you just sleep in and take it easy? Watch some football today. I know that's on my schedule. A couple of good games lined up, so I'm excited for that. But anyways, let me know what you think. If you like what you see, be sure to smash the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so at the bottom. And enjoy your day. Let's make the most out of 2020. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care.